Welcome to MetroCasting. I'm Doug Farley. In this episode, we're going to hit the dusty trail and try to wrangle up a little fun and information about the all-American sport of bull riding. Rodeos have been a part of Americana for well over 150 years now and continue to operate in pretty much the same way today as they did in the Old West. Roping, riding, and racing. Originating with the need to separate herds of cattle and horses, the skills of ranch hands and cowboys at lassoing and cutting animals out of large herds for buyers soon turned into a competition which, as we said, continues to this day. In fact, Benton in Columbia County is home to one of the best rodeos on the East Coast, with locals as well as professionals coming to town in search of fame, glory, and bragging rights. Most of the week at the Benton Rodeo consists of various events such as barrel racing and trick riding, bronco busting, and the like. But the final day of competition is highlighted by an event known as the Bull-A-Rama. And it is exactly what it sounds like. An evening full of big, bad, nasty bulls and some crazy yet skilled cowboys trying to ride them. Why do you do this?
Why do you go around interviewing people? You know, it's just what we've grown up doing now, and it's what we love. Everybody has their own profession. You know, some kids grow up playing baseball and sports, and for us, we've grown up riding bulls, and it's what we love to do, so that's why we do it.
It's like pretty fun. Like it's nothing else really like it.
How so?
I don't know. It's like cooler than other sports and like that because it's like, I don't know, nobody else can really ride bulls. You never know what's going to happen, and it's different every time.
I'm getting the sensation that it's a pretty low-key bunch of guys that do this.
Yes, sir.
You don't get excited except when you're on that bull.
Yep.
Yeah? So tell me, what kind of thrill do you get out of this?
I just get an adrenaline rush that I love, and I love to do it.
We're going to be riding bulls tonight. What is it about this particular sport that you like?
Just bull riding in general. You know, I just grew up around it, so you know, it's just something that I love doing. You know, it's definitely I don't think any other thing can give you like a high bull riding does. You know, like it just get your blood going and just get your blood worked up and you just feel good and you just get that feeling. You know,
the adrenaline rush. Yes. I don't know, the danger. It's fun.
Oh man, it's just once you do it, it's a blast doing it, and then once you start covering bulls, then it's just it's a rush, man, nothing better, and it beats the hell out of a real job too. So.
Well, I look at it this way: you can't. If you guys get hung up on a horse, they can't keep up to them or keep their feet underneath them, because nobody can run as fast as a horse.
Tell me about why you do this.
Oh, just the fun in it, really, I guess. I don't know, I've loved it for forever. I've always wanted to do it,
Want any money?
Yeah, want some.
You win enough to live on, or is this just a second kind of fun for you?
Well, everybody goes hungry. But, yeah, we're doing all right. I'm doing all right.
You never know what's going to happen, You don't have any control over the bull or what the bull does, You're just sort of there for the ride. The only thing you can control is whether you stay on or not. And, you can make a clean getaway, you can try anyway, but, the bull doesn't stop after 8 seconds, the bull does what it wants to do, So the bull decides when it's over.
You get the feeling a lot of times this is like for older guys who get started later, it's kind of done on a dare.
I don't know. People like to do it just because, to have fun or for the thrill or whatever. But pretty much most of the guys have done it since they're young and they do it for a career.
69 inside, 56 in second.
Is there a way to fall off so you don't get hurt?
Yes, sir.
How do you do that?
When the bull goes down, and when he comes up, you jump off and he'll throw you away from him most of the time. If you do it right.
Have you ever had anything bad happen to you?
I got my leg stepped on yesterday.
Oh yeah, I've broken a couple bones, I've broken some ribs in the arm, but nothing ever serious, thank God. So, but it's bound to happen, you never know what's going to happen. It's just part of the sport. You just got to accept it. So, some guys do it for fun, and you know, once they get hurt once, they realize, you know, it's not for them and sort of get out of it. But, you know, it's just got to accept it's part of the sport. So.
I fractured my sternum was pretty bad. I tore my rotator cuff, and that took a few years to heal. But healthy now, so.
Been stepped on?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
That's got to hurt too.
Yeah.
What's the fun in this for you? What kind of fun do you get? What's the excitement, the thrill for you?
Winning. When you're winning, you feel like you're on top of the world. Winning's just another day, but when you lose, it kills you. We're all out here to win. Every time we come, it could be anybody to win, but when it's you, it makes you feel like it's just indescribable how you feel whenever you do win.
Each rider gets one chance to stay on a bull for a full 8 seconds, and more points are added if the bull is particularly active, meaning the more action the cowboy has to endure during the ride, the more points he earns. The goal is to get to the second round of rides. Known as the short round, it consists of the top 6 from the first round. From the short round then comes the overall winner.
What's all this rope stuff you and your friend here are doing? What you're working on ropes?
The braided rope is all. It's you know, the stuff we put on. It's called rosin. It gets, you know, you heat it up and it gets real sticky, and you know, basically what it does, it heats up, and when it gets really sticky, you know, like when you're sitting in the bucking chutes, you'll have a guy pull up your rope and he'll heat it up and you'll, you know, get it real hot and sticky, and then you'll stick your hand in your handhold, which is right here, and you'll put your hand right up against your block, and then you'll have it pull it down. And when you take your wrap, it'll help you keep your handhold, and so it doesn't pop open. And, you know, I mean, eventually, you know, you put enough stress on it, it'll pop open, but it definitely just helps you find your hand in there and keep it nice and sticky, and helps it from keeping out, coming out. So.
Are you allowed to use 2 hands? You have to do one hand.
You got to use only one hand. You got a choice. Obviously you're right or your left, and one hand's got to stay in the air, and you can't touch the bull yourself. So if you touch the bull yourself, you're out. So.
And is there a true art form involved as far as having that arm in the back?
No, not really. The only thing is you got to keep, you know, rule of thumb I always learn is, you know, don't go past your ear. You just want to keep this right here and keep it low and out in front of you. So, I mean, all guys have different styles. I mean, I know Austin has his own style. I have my own style. Everybody has their own deal. So,
that's that.
There's no really certain way. Just as long as you keep your body, you know, squared up on the bull and keep your arm out in front of you, and you'll be fine.
When you watch this, though, you guys are getting shook around violently and stuff like that. You know, people are thinking, how much pain is involved in that when you're bouncing up and down?
Yeah, I always tell everybody's like, oh man, isn't bull riding dangerous? You know, and I tell them all the same thing. I've almost starved to death tons of times. You know, it's pretty rough. But no, not really. You get used to it, and once you've been on a lot of them, it's all the same.
How do they get the bull to go? I guess go, lack of a better term, go crazy like it does?
Oh, it's just all in the breeding, really. I've seen a lot of bulls buck without a flank strap. The flank strap just kind of makes them kick a little harder.
And the idea is to get you off, right?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, they're bred to do it. They like to do it just as much as we like getting on them.
Let me ask you this too, since somebody doesn't know much about bull riding, what does winning take?
I mean, it just depends on like a lot of different things. When it comes down to it, though, it's the guy who keeps their hand shut and stays on. When you stay on the bunch, you're going to do more winning than a guy that stays on every now and then.
Now, what we found interesting in talking with these bull riders / cowboys is that most tell us they've been doing this since they were 4 or 5 years old, meaning they've grown up with the sport. So when we look at them and go, you guys must be absolutely crazy, they just go, oh, it's just good, clean, all-American fun. Keep that attitude in mind the next time you hit the Benton or any rodeo in these great United States of ours. That'll do it for this episode of MetroCasting. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again after later.